stats are today, what?
20 points, 8.4 assists, 6 rebounds.
That's crazy.
But 5
That's crazy.
Is
that dominant?
Those
are hell of a number.
Those are hell of a numbers.
But to me, that's not dominating.
Yeah, it's only not dominating because she's a rookie.
Now,
if she's putting up.
All right, that's not dominating. Cheryl Swoops, again, checking in on the subject of Caitlin Clark. I realize Cheryl Swoops must talk about other things besides Caitlin Clark, but the only time that we tend to notice her is when she has said something, A, about Caitlin Clark, and B, it seems to be stupid. She said that 20 points, 8+ assists, 6 rebounds a game is not dominating. Well, I assume that that means that you never dominated at all then, Cheryl Swoops. Mike Shipley 09 from X doing a little bit of research here. Cheryl Swoops, a 3-time WNBA MVP. You can see her numbers here from her MVP seasons. Caitlin Clark, almost doubling her in assists in her best of those 3 seasons. Caitlin Clark scoring about at the same rate, rebounding at about the same rate, a little better than a couple of those seasons. But yeah, if you look at it, you add up the points, rebounds, and assists, Caitlin Clark is having a better season overall statistically than any of Cheryl's 3 MVP years. And as my teenage daughter might say to Cheryl Swoops, you played yourself. Because guess what? If Caitlin Clark's not dominant, neither were you, is what it would seem to me. Ronnie, I don't know what kind.
And that's true. If you're going to sit here and say that's not dominating, and we look at the stats, and Caitlin Clark's stats are almost, well, they are pretty much better than yours. And those are 3 of your years of MVP awards. So then what is dominating? That seems to me that you're just hating. And I'm going to say it. As my man right here said, the only time we talk about Cheryl Swoops is if she mentions Caitlin Clark, or if you say something just dumb. And what you just said is dumb, and that's why everybody's talking about it. Because you're calling her her rookie year not dominating, as she leads the league in assists, as her team is getting into the playoffs, locked into the playoffs. Like, I don't understand. How much more do you want from Caitlin Clark to finally admit she's doing something right? I don't. Swoops. I don't get it. We do this time and time again, week after week after week. It's always something. You're just never going to acknowledge the fact that Caitlin Clark is dominating the league. I know it's supposed to be a dominant black league, and you don't want anybody else of a race to be as good as you guys are or were. But you know what? That time is up. Caitlin Clark is here. The stats prove it. Caitlin Clark is here.
Kind of grudge Cheryl Swoops has against Caitlin Clark. Cheryl Swoops is not a player anymore. She hasn't been for a long time. She's probably 50 years old or something like that. I don't know if this is a bid to get attention or if she just, something about Caitlin Clark sticks in her craw, but she continues to talk about Caitlin Clark, and she continues to be profoundly wrong in pretty much everything that comes out of her mouth.
Yeah, man. Imagine the only time somebody ever talks about you is because you say something dumb. Like, that's it. Like, we will never talk about Cheryl Swoops unless she's saying something dumb. What we didn't see just now of that clip, that I actually watched the whole clip, and one of the guys on the show actually talked about, and he's right. I don't know if we can put those stats back up there, but I've seen a decent number of highlights or lowlights of some of the Fever games. Do you know how many wide open layups off of just sweet passes that Caitlin Clark has given her teammates that they didn't make? So those assists would be up even higher. And if she wasn't such an unselfish player, maybe her assists would be down a little bit and her points would be up. So for Cheryl Swoops to say that, she's just a hater. I have suspicions on why, and other people have said it. I'm not going to do it here, but she's clearly a hater, Ricky.
And look, we're going to stop it there. And that's very clear right there. If you could bring that back up, as he said, when you look at the stats, that's one thing about Caitlin Clark. And I keep trying to tell people, her assists should be sitting at probably like 11 assists per game. She could easily be sitting at 25 points per game. Easily. If her assists dropped to about 6 or 7, and let's just say she had 5 more shot attempts a game, 4 more shot attempts a game, she could easily be sitting at 24 points a game. Easily. 23, 24 points per game. Average. But Caitlin Clark, not playing selfish, she got her team to the playoffs. She made sure to do the right things, get her team involved, get her team on the same page, because she knows you can't go out there and win a 5-on-5 basketball game by yourself. You just can't. The team has to buy in. The team has to buy in. So I'm just excited for what the Fever are doing. But as stated, only time we talk about Cheryl Swoops is when she talks about nonsense. When she just makes these crazy claims, I guess you could say, statements. Like, it's almost like, okay, the objective there was Candace Parker is black. Caitlin Clark is not. She's not dominant when we're talking about rookies. And that wasn't part of the clip she brought up, but that is something she always mentions. Candace Parker, when she's comparing rookies. And it's like, I don't think her rookie year was better. Yeah, she won MVP. Okay, but she won MVP and Rookie of the Year, but the stats aren't that off. So it's like, what was the level of basketball being played back then if you have a rookie winning MVP? I don't know. Was she that dominant? Was she? Because I know Caitlin Clark, she's pretty damn dominant for a point guard. We're talking about a point guard. Point guard. So I don't think people understand what Caitlin Clark really does on the basketball court. How many points she really accumulates for on the basketball court. She's averaging probably about 44 to 45, 45 to 48 points accumulative. Like, meaning from her passes and what she's scoring. So I do think Caitlin Clark has been dominant. And I'm going to stand on that. I've been saying that. And to me, she's a top 5 player in this league. You put her up there with Asia, Stewie, Nafisa, a couple others, But Caitlin Clark, she's in those talks. She's like that. And she's proving it to us as a rookie, as a freshman. So just wait. Just wait. Wait till the offseason. Wait till she has a strength coach. Wait till she really breaks his film down and gets serious. Well, it's already serious, but you know what I'm saying. The offseason, I really feel like she's going to be working. So I'm really excited for the playoffs, and then I'm going to be excited for year 2. I think year 2 is going to be explosive. One thing about Caitlin Clark, you can tell how confident she is. Look how many she's taking these long threes. That means she's confident. So she's getting real confident in the league, and I don't think that's what you guys want. I really don't. But look, man, I'm going to end it right here. I appreciate you guys for tapping in. You guys make sure to sub up to the channel. Until then, catch you guys on the next one. I'm out.